Hi everybody. Welcome to Mental Health Recovery Blog. I'm your host, Bill MacPhee, your recovery expert, and today is June the 19th, Friday, June the 19th, and we're here to talk about recovery, and we're on the second pillar of recovery, which is based on relationships. And remember, recovery, the definition of recovery is when we wouldn't want to be anyone else other than who we are today. So last week, I told you about my turning point where basically what happens. I remember what a grade 7 teacher said to me. She said, Bill, if you don't learn how to write properly in life, you'll never amount to anything in life. If you missed that video, go back in the archives and find it. So we're moving on, saying that the turning point basically is I made that statement. So what I did is I phoned the Fort Erie Literacy Foundation and I said, listen, I know how to read, I know how to write, but uh, I want to have a better penmanship. Can you send somebody over? And so a couple of weeks go by, and I get a call from Martha Mason. And Martha is a volunteer at the Fort Erie Literacy Foundation. She's also the executive director of the Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and she's also going to Niagara College taking social work. So Martha basically started coming over to the house once a week, and which I would dread because I'd think, oh my God, today's Martha's coming over. That means I got to wash my hair and brush my teeth and shave. All these things that are difficult to do with negative symptoms. So I said, oh, Martha's coming over. So Martha would come over, and as the weeks went by, Martha would come over every week, and I would say about these things. Oh, Martha's coming today. It means I got to wash my hair and brush my teeth and shave. Things that are hard to do with negative symptoms. So, anyways, but as Martha started coming over, Martha learned more about schizophrenia from me than I did penmanship from her. But Martha took an interest in me, and she said, "Bill, she says I know you're not doing much," which was an understatement because at the time I was just basically maybe going to group therapy once a week, and my days consisted of pacing throughout the house, laying on the couch, really not doing anything. And Martha said, she said, Bill, she says, I know your license is suspended, which it was at the time because when I was in psychosis, I drove pretty erratically. And Martha says, Bill, I go to Niagara College, and why don't you sign up for a course at Niagara College and I'll drive you? And I thought, oh, sign up for a course in Niagara College. Oh, that means I got to wash my hair and brush my teeth and shave, all these things that are difficult to do with negative symptoms. But I said to Martha, I said, well, okay, I'll come, I'll do that. So I signed up for a photography course, and I did. I bought a camera, I did the darkroom stuff, I went on the field trips and did all the picture taking. I still had that emotional bluntness, that emotional blandness. I still had that lack of joy. I didn't enjoy it, but I did go through the motions. So now I'm doing penmanship exercises. I'm going to Niagara College. I'm going to group therapy. And the next thing I know, that Martha's on the phone. She says, uh, Bill, I'm the seventh chairperson of the 40 Cubs, Beavers, and Scouts. She said, and she says, I know. How would you like to come out and be our treasurer? We need our treasurer. And I thought, oh my God, become a treasurer. That means I got to wash my hair and brush my teeth and shave, all these things that are difficult to do with negative symptoms. But you know what? I went to that meeting. I went to Martha's house for that meeting. I said, Martha, okay, Martha, I'll come to your stupid meeting. So I went to that meeting, and that was a real turning point because I got to meet Martha, Martha's husband, her children. I met Peter, who eventually I started playing racquetball and squash with. I started helping out with Cub cars, campouts, and Apple Day. And what that really did is it gave me a whole new circle of friends who accepted me for what I had, and who accepted me for who I was and not what I had. And that was a real turning point because that brought in the new friends into my life. So, and I really believe that that was my turning point in my illness and recovery. Anyways, so join in. That's all for today. So join in next week when we talk about relationships in our pillar two. And the goal in relationships is to bring out the best in people and to become encouragers. So tune in next week and remember that there is life after mental illness, and recovery is when you wouldn't want to be anybody else other than who you are today. Have a great day.